Hello everybody, ProtoFoxy coming back at you with another video. Let me center that first. You've seen this guy. I'm sure you all have. I finally got my hands on him, and I definitely have thoughts. I will say they're good thoughts. This is something I'm really happy to have, and I was actually looking forward to getting it. This is the Transformers Studio Series. Transformers Devastation. They haven't put Gamer Edition on the box anymore. They just have Transformers Devastation. But this is the Transformers Devastation Deluxe Optimus Prime, as we are giving him a rotation on the turntable here. Let him continue to rotate as we look at the packaging. And this is the new Studio Series packaging. They're kind of going for a more uniform look. As you can see, Transformers Devastation, Devastation Optimus Prime, Studio Series Hasbro. Cool artwork of Prime, Transformers, Deluxe Class, Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime, Studio Series, 21 steps. We'll see about that. Gives you your little bio. Shows you how things work. Don't give babies. All that good stuff. Boom. And that is it for the packaging. As we're looking at the rear end of Optimus Prime, we'll give him some rotation here before we get in close to the detail. And I will say a lot of people have complained about how jank this truck mode looks. I love it. I've made no bones about it in past videos that I love jank looking vehicles, and just the uglier the better. And while this isn't hideous at all, I think it fits for what it needed to do, being a deluxe size Optimus Prime and whatnot, and it does some neat little things, but it works. I like it. It's got its weapons store, it's got its accessory stores. Let's get in close here. Obviously it doesn't have full-on fuel tanks. It's got little foldable bits, but it's not, and especially in hand, I mean, yeah, you got the gap here from the cab, whatever, it's fine, but in hand, I mean, it's not bad, you know. And I really love the cell shading here. That's just so cool, and it pops on camera even better. I mean, it looks cool, but it's got everything an Optimus Prime should. It's got its accessory, which we see here, stored. It's his energy axe with some swooshy bits going on here, which, I mean, that's cool. You know, I wish you would have come with a gun too, but Devastation, for those who haven't played the game, is more a melee combat based game anyway. It's Platinum Games, so you know what you're getting into. So, and anybody who hasn't played Devastation, play Devastation. It's an excellent game. Well, do I hold it up in as high regard as I do the War for Cybertron games? It's right up there for me. It's just a fun, aggressive action game romp. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, accessory removed. Look at the truck. It does have a trailer hitch, so you can tow a trailer. Looking good. This part here, you know, definitely a little jank for his feet, but it works, and you still get the detailing. Here, I wish this was picked out in paint, but you know, you do have the tail lights. Everything is where it needs to be, and it looks, I enjoy the look. I think for a deluxe Optimus Prime doing what this Prime does, looks really good. Let's move this accessory off to the side. Vehicle mode comparison, because I'm doing a couple other different reviews, so I just grabbed what was close to me. We're gonna have Voyager class Combiner Wars Cyclonus for a size comparison. He's a little boy, you know, definitely there. I mean, that's what I had on hand. So, and that's how a couple of these videos are going to be. I'm not real direct comparisons, just more size. You know, 2015 Voyager class, 2025 Deluxe class. 'Tis what it is, and that's how it works. We'll go ahead and get down into transformation. And again, you know, just show you. And if you want to count along the steps, feel free. I don't think it's 21 steps, because I'm also not counting different things going on, but it is what it is. Actually, we probably, because I feel like I should be able to do a GUR truck out of this, but the way, I can. Okay, so boom. All right, but the cool thing I want to show you all how this works, because these do hide away, and I love how this actually works. So those flip in, and now obviously you're going to see the wheels. You know, they don't tuck the wheels in away, but that folds down. So you're still seeing the wheels there, but that's cool. That folds in this way. So it does give us a really good approximation of the animation model legs. I mean, obviously being a deluxe, It's going to have a little bit of hollowness, whatever. But that's not janking. That's actually cool. That's actually ingenious. I love how that works. And while they don't hide away completely, it still looks good. And then, even though it's backwards, because we can't spin the whole assembly around, we have a GUR truck. I mean, worth the price of admission alone, right? GUR truck, GUR truck, GUR truck. But we'll get past the GUR truck. We'll do now the torso. Separate. And let's hope we don't force on-camera breakage, because we don't want to do that. We hate how that happens. But I will say, this is really cool how this works to give us the grill in his grill abs. And then we spin that around, boom, that pushes in. So anyone who says, oh, you can't do on a regular figure, you have to faux form and, you know, fake parts, whatever. No, you can't. No, you don't. You can do that. And this is a deluxe price point figure. So get that stuff, get that mess out of here. Get it out of here. All right, so we got that, boom. Coming together quite nicely. And then we do this, and as we kind of bring the head around here, because we got to fold that down, fold those up, you're hearing soft clicks and tabs and all of that. Boom, that goes down like so, and boom, we are done. We have a deluxe Optimus Prime based on his Devastation model. And I'm gonna come right out and say it. Like, you know, people complained about this when it was revealed, blah, 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 blah. I don't care, because I was super excited about it. It, you know, even with the little bit of jankiness it had, that looks cool. And get them spinning, and it looks good. Yeah, you get to the back, it's a little ropey. You got the wheels in the back there, but other Optimus Prime toys have done that. And then actually you get that setting, and it doesn't, and things don't impede. We'll get there when we get to articulation. But I mean, he looks good. It looks, you get in close. I mean, the head sculpt, that's the animation model to the game. That looks good. You know, the cell shading looks good. I mean, everything is, I love this. I'm not going to lie. You know, review over, you know, like, subscribe, all that crap. And here, not professional at all. Forgot to fold that in. But I like how this looks. I really do. And I tweeted out saying that this is now one of my top 5 Generation Optimus Prime figures. And I mean that unironically. I'm not kidding. I love this toy. Articulation, while we're here, you know, boom, typical stuff for a Generations figure. Move that out of the way a bit. You get, now the waist doesn't 360 all the way around because you're crashing into this. You can move these out of the way to get a bit more, but I mean, whatever. Does move around if you move those around, but you know, outside of weird jankiness when you're, you know, when you spinning the waist completely around, boom, forward all the way. Back, you're crashing into that, but that's fine, whatever. Knees, he has a knee swivel, so you can get him, he's like sitting down and being proper, you know. He can cross his legs. Look at that. That's always cool looking. I digress. And then, of course, really nice ankle tilt. You can get a really good range of poses here, and definitely looks good, and definitely enjoy it. And like I said, I unironically love this. This is one of my favorite primes. And go ahead, take his axe. Definitely pops into his hand, and it's a little tight for that port there, is, you know, plugging it into his fist. But I mean, again, that's cool. And then you can even do, oh, and I forgot to, in articulation, do the transformation. You even get it backwards and even a little bit of forwards butterfly. And while we're here, may as well open this up. I'm not going to be digging my hands in there to pull that out, but he does have the matrix, does remove. He's got a way, and you can see the slots there in his hand. He can actually, they tab into his hand, he holds it, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you get that going, get that going. You know, he can actually strike some really cool dynamic poses here. So, I mean, look at that. That's really, really cool. You know, we'll get him in the center. We'll spin him around. And I mean, that's cool. Yeah, he's got the little jank, tires on his butt thing going on, but whatever. Who cares? That is cool looking. I don't care what you say. It's awesome. You know, great looking Optimus Prime as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, does he have a little bit of jankiness to him? Sure. Whatever. But he's a deluxe. He's not a Voyager. He isn't a leader. You know, which, some people said, oh, he should have been a Voyager or a leader. I think this is perfect for that. You know, I mean, we've got so many Voyager and leader Optimus Primes. Why not give us a deluxe? Let's get some size comparisons. This one was one of the closest ones I had. That is the Collectors Club Sideburn, which is redecoed from Classics Hot Rod. And so, deluxe size. That works. There's your size comparison. Boom. Get that out of the way. Good to go. And, yeah, I mean, what else can I say about this guy? He is definitely a cool-looking figure. I am definitely happy to have him in the collection. And anybody who really bagged on this, I mean, what were you expecting? First off, and for me, this exceeds all expectations. There's not one bit of jankiness that I can't see past, and that's really just with the bit of ropiness on the backside here for, kibble and what have you. But it's a transformer. You're gonna have kibble in places, right? So that to me doesn't matter, but I feel like it works. It strikes a good looking silhouette, and looks really accurate to the animation model from the game, and is a really good, just deluxe Generation 1 Optimus Prime. And I'm not, and if anymore, I've had so much of G1 Optimus, it's like, people like your G1 Optimuses in your Studio Series 86, the movie, it's accurate, whatever. That's fine. That's all for you. That's all good. I passed and will continue to pass unless I find maybe a cheaper version of it somewhere, AliExpress. But this is good stuff, man. It looks good, and I dig it, and I like unique takes on iconic characters, and this is definitely a unique take. I mean, we're not seeing much love for the video games outside of the War for Cybertron stuff in Studio Series, but now we're seeing some Devastation, and that is cool. I would kill for a deluxe Optimus. Oh, I shouldn't say that. That's bad. I'll get demonetized and probably banned from the platform. I would do lots of things to get a deluxe Megatron to pair with this Optimus. That'd be good. And then you got the combiners that would work really well, or even Legacy Menacer, that would look cool. And maybe I'll get some shots around anyway. But I've gapped on long enough about this toy. I love this toy. I recommend this toy. I think it's great. I think it'd be a great addition to your collection. And even if you look at it and say, man, ProtoFoxy, this thing looks jank as hell. Why would I want some jank-ass G1 Optimus Prime in my collection? Get this thing in your hand. It feels good in your hands. It's a great toy. I can't glaze it enough. I love it. You'll love it. Go pick it up. Do the thing. Buy the damn toy. That's what I'm telling you. It's $25. It's deluxe price point. It's available everywhere. I've seen so many of these out in the wild too, so it's warming shelves right now. So it's readily available. You got $25 in your pocket that you don't need to spend it on anything else. I know times is tight, and I know times is rough and money is tight, but you know what? If you happen to come across it, don't look past this guy. This is definitely worth the money. All that being said, I will leave you all with this. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you did, choose subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And I will say unto you this: be kind to yourself and your fellow human beings, because life's too short. So play on. And I'll see you, as my camera goes out of focus, in the next video. Buy this toy.